ॐ मौनव्याख्या प्रकटितपरब्रह्म तत्त्वं युवानम् वर्षिष्ठां ते वसदृशिगणैः आवृतं ब्रह्मनिष्ठैः आचार्येन्द्रं करकलितचिन्मुद्रमानन्दमूर्तिम् स्वात्मा रामं मुदितवदनं दक्षिणामूर्तिमीडे वटविटपि समीपे भूमिभागे निषण्णम् सकलमुनिजनानां ज्ञानदातारमारात् त्रिभुवनगुरुमीशं दक्षिणामूर्तिदेवं जननमरणदुःखच्छेददक्षं नमामि। चित्रं वटतरोर्मूले वृद्धा शिष्या गुरुर्युवा गुरोस्तु मौनं व्याख्यानां शिष्यास्तु छिन्नसंशयाः निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। चिद्घनाय महेशाय वटमूलनिवासिने सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम श्रीमात्रे नमः। हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। हरिः ओम everybody. We are doing Shivananda Lahari today, 98th shloka. 98th shloka in Shivananda Lahari. 97 we have done, 98. This is again beautiful shloka. Bhagavan is concluding and offering his prayers, his gratitude to Lord Shiva. सर्वालङ्कारयुक्तां सरलपदयुतां साधुवृत्तां सुवर्णां सद्भिः संस्तूयमानां सरसगुणयुतां लक्षितां लक्षणाढ्याम् उद्यद्भूषा विशेषाम् उपगतविनयां द्योतमानार्धरेखां कल्याणीं देवगौरीप्रिय मम कविता कन्यकां त्वं गृहाणा। सर्वालङ्कारयुक्तां सरलपदयुतां साधुवृत्तां सुवर्णां सद्भिः संस्तूयमानां सरसगुणयुतां लक्षितां लक्षणाढ्याम् उज्जद्भूषा विशेषामुपगतविनयां द्योतमानार्धरेखां कल्याणीं देवगौरीप्रिय मम कविता कन्यकां त्वं गृहाणा. Here Bhagavan is feeling like he is a father, and this kavita is like a kanyaka. Kanyaka means a woman, lady, a stree. So that is what, and this kavita Shankaracharya ji is offering to Lord Shiva. Please accept this kavita kanyaka. That is what the essence of the shloka. Because before concluding, he is offering this poetry, this stotram, Shivananda Lahari stotram, out of humility, out of respect to Lord Shiva. So now both of them will go simultaneously. What are those both? One is like a lady or kanya. Another one is towards the poetry, like a comparison. That is how this whole shloka goes. That is why please accept this Kavita Kanyaka, O Lord Shiva. First one is Gauri Priya. Hey Gauri Priya, lover of Gauri. Gauri Devi means Parvati Mata. Parvati Mata's lover, Gauri Priya. And Deva, oh Lord Deva. Shiva means Lord Shiva. Deva means, we have two meanings. One is Dyotanath Devaha, Prakasha Swarupulu, illuminators. For eyes, illuminating power is nothing but Lord Sun God. Like that, each organ has a illuminating power. That is each Devata. Devatas means illuminating powers. And then other one is Dhanat Devaha. Whatever they have, they will give away. Varsha, rainy god, Varuna Devata, he gives rain. So all the gods are like that. So the Dhanat Devaha, Jyotanat Devaha. Devaha means that. Gauri Priya, He Deva. Now let us see both meanings. Sarvalankara Yuktam. This Kanyaka is the very beautifully decorated lot of ornaments. Sarva Alankara Yuktam. Alankara Yuktam. In the same way, my Kavita Kanya is also very well decorated. All the Alankaras, so many Alankaras are there in the Vyakarana Shastra. That's why this Kavita Kanyaka also very well Alankaras, filled with so many Alankaras. And then Sarala Pada Yutam. This Kanya, regular Kanya, that's why I'm telling you, both are going simultaneously. Why Bhagavan has to accept this Kavita Kanyaka? Like a regular woman, lady, she's this Kavita Kanyaka is also Sarala Pada Yutam, means have beautiful words. Pada means words. Beautiful words are there, very easy to pronounce, very easy to say it. In and through, we see this in Shivananda Lahari. All of them are very easy to chant, easy to connect, such a simple words. Sadhu Vrittam, even meter is very simple. Even though there are so many meters, Chandasu, but very easy to chant. Suvarnam, letters. Varna means letters. All the letters are very simple. Not only words, letters are also very easy. That is why Suvarnam. In Kavita Kanyaka, she is also the Kanya, lady Kanya is very sadhu vrittam, very well behaved and very well with a shine, tejasu, kanti, like that. That is why we are seeing both ways. This Kavita Kanyaka. Sadbihi means learned people, all of them wise people. What do? Samstuyamana. They praise this Kavita Kanyaka. Because Bhagavan Shankaracharya is feeling like a father and telling Lord Shiva, this my Kavita Kanyaka, you need to accept. Whatever the Kanyaka, the lady, woman has all these qualities, my poetry, Kavita has it. That's why he brought the lady example. Samstuyamana, they praise this stuti, Shivananda Lahari Stotram. Sarasa Guna Yutam. Sarasa, lot of rasas are there. All the Navarasas means Shanta Rasam and then Ashcharyam, Bhayanaka Rasam, Hasya Rasam, all of them. Veera Rasam, 9 rasas are there. Whenever we listen, we wonder how Shankaracharya could write. And then the flow is so beautiful. Some of them are very funny also, Hasya Rasam. And some they will get Bhayanaka Rasam, Veera Rasam. All of them are included in this Shivananda Lahari. Lakshitam, and it has a purpose and it has a goal. Goal is gives the liberation and develops the bhakti. And the goal is purification of mind. All of them. Lakshanadhyam means this is the best stotra. Among the stotras, this Shivananda Lahari is the best one. Goal of bhakti, purification of mind, and finally gives the liberation. And Ujjad Bhusha Visesham, all of them with prakasham means luminosity comes. Whoever chants, whoever understands the meaning, whoever listens, they feel the illuminating, like they feel powerful. Energy flows into them. Upagata Vinayam. And then this Kavita Kanyaka is very humble. The Shivananda Lahari makes us very humble. Humility gives us the humility. Jyotamanartha Rekam. This meaning is Jyotamanam means it appears to us fast. Instantaneously we understand the meaning. Because the words are not complicated and the letters are not complicated and meter is very easy to flow and filled with bhakti, devotion to Lord Shiva, Gauri Priya. That is why it is very, meaning is very easy to understand. Whoever reads or listens and understands very well and instantaneously also, both of them. And then Kalyanim, and giver of auspiciousness. Kalyanim, to the listener, to the speaker, to the chanter, everybody, whoever does the Parayana. Kalyanim Deva Gauri Priya. Mama Kavita Kanyakam. This poetry, that Kavita Kanya, please come, Tvam Gruhana, please accept this, my Kavita Kanya. So that is why do not hesitate, O Lord Shiva, O Gauri Priya, O Deva. This Kavita Kanyaka is filled with all the alankaras and then filled with small and beautiful words, and meter is very, very good, very easy to follow. Even though we have so many meters, Shikarini Vrittam like that, so many Arya Giti like that. And Suvarnam, all the letters are also very simple. That is the reason all the great people, Mahatmas, wise people, praise this Shivananda Lahari Stotram. And that's why Sarasa Gunaitam, all the rasas are in there. All 100 shlokas filled with rasas. 9 rasas we have. And giver of, filled with devotion. Goal is giving the devotion and purification of mind. Purity of mind, clarity of knowledge. That's what our Guruji, Swami Tejomananji used to say. Lakshanajam, it is filled with best among the best. And then humble, humility develops to the chanter, to the listener, to the speaker, to everybody. And meaning also, Jyotamanartha Rekham, understands very easily, instantaneously, and then gives the auspiciousness, Kalyanim. So those are all the reasons, Hey Gauri Priya, O Deva, O Lord Shiva, Mama Kavita Kanyakam Tvam Gruhana. Please accept this, my Kavita. So, O Lord Shiva, means I'm offering this stotram. So, please accept this, O Lord Shiva. So, that is why the beautiful Shivananda Lahari, Shiva, Shankaracharya is concluding, showing his humility and asking Lord Shiva to accept this. Humbleness and gratitude, both of them, Bhagavan Shankaracharya is showing. And then, because that's why people ever say, Salankaram Mama Sutam Kanyam Dasyami Te Hyajaha Panigrahana Dharmena Gruhana Kavitam Imam. Please accept it, like offering my daughter to you, this Kavita Kanya. Please accept this, means marry her. So that is what Shankaracharya is offering this Kavita as like a father, like a bride offering to the bridegroom, like that. That is why he is calling Gauri Priya, your lover of Gauri Devi. So beautiful shloka and poetry, filled with the pure poetry. We are seeing from first shloka onwards, very easy to pronounce, easy to chant, lot filled with meaning and filled with devotion And how to tackle the mind, we are seeing in and through all these 100 shlokas up to 98, all of them. That is why Kathoparishad says, even Swami Vivekananda, it is very famous mantra, very oft quoted one, Uttishtata Jagrata Prapyavara Nibodhata Kshurasya Dhara Nishita Duratyaya Durgam Padam Stat Kavayo Vadanti. Even though the Shivananda Lahari is very, very easy, very well written by Adi Shankaracharya, easy to sing and easy to chant, but that only we need to apply into our life. That is why Uttishtata means we need to get up, ready to take up the Shivananda Lahari, ready, ever ready. I'm ready to chant. I want to learn. I want to chant. That's what we need to feel. Get up, Uttishtata, Jagrata, wake up. We are all sleeping in our ignorance. What is our ignorance? I do not know what is my true nature. My true nature is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, Taittiriya Upanishad. Satchit Ananda Swarupam, existence, consciousness, and bliss. But I do not know. I am sleeping in that true nature. That is why I need to wake up. Jagrata. Then what do I do? Prapya. Go to the teacher. We have to go to surrender to the teacher. Varani bodhata. Then the teacher will teach you this great knowledge. This self-knowledge means Atma Jnanam. He will teach. So Prapya Varani Bodhata, that is the highest knowledge, Sreshtam. And not only this path is also very difficult. This knowledge is also very difficult. But we are going to get up. We do not get rejected or dejected, or we do not feel lazy. We always stay tuned to my teacher. Kshurasya dhara. It is like a sharp edge blade. How the barber uses his knife, exactly like that. Kshurasya dhara. Nishita, we need the sharp intellect. That is why this path is also very sharp, like a razor blade, walking on a sharp razor blade. For that, we need sharp intellect to understand and to apply. Duratyaya. It is very difficult to cross over this ocean of samsara. Durgam Padham. This path is also very difficult to travel. This journey is not easy, but many have traveled, many have understood. So that is why we need to travel with confidence, with devotion, that Bhagavan is there for me. If I walk one step, Bhagavan will take me to 10 steps towards him. That confidence, that faith, that devotion, that bhakti, that humility we need to have. That's what all the Kavayoho Vadanti. Kavayo means learned people, Mahatmas, great people are speaking, are telling to seekers like us. So that is why this is the message in and through this Shivananda Lahari. That's what Shankaracharya ji is telling us. Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji is Sakshatu Shivavataram. So that is why we need to always stay tuned to Shivananda Lahari. Very easy to follow, very easy words. Each word, each letter is filled with meaning. And they automatically reveal when we develop the devotion, when we develop that faith, when we have the purity of mind and sharp intellect. Jyotamana. So that is what Shankaracharya ji is saying. Do not get really discouraged. It will happen. But keep walking and keep traveling. all this, that is why filled with all this and take us to liberation. That is why please accept this Kavita Kanyakam, O Gauri Priya, O Deva, O Lord Shiva. So that with this humility we need to proceed in this path, in this journey, holding on to Shivananda Lahari. That's what Shankaracharya is saying in 98th shloka. सर्वालङ्कारयुक्तां सरलपदयुतां साधुवृत्तां सुवर्णां सद्भिः संस्तूयमानां सरसगुणयुतां लक्षितां लक्षणाढ्याम् उज्जद्भूषा विशेषाम् उपगतविनयां द्योतमानार्धरेखाम् कल्याणीं देवगौरीप्रिय मम कविता कन्यकां त्वं गृहाण. So keeping this in our mind, oh Lord Shiva, please accept this, my journey, all this Kavita, even though we did not write, we need to have that humility, surrender, develop the bhakti towards Lord Shiva. So that's what Shankaracharya is guiding, giving us the tips. And now with this, we'll enter into 99th shloka. These three are like 98, 99, 100 shlokas are like a flower of bouquet. 3 flowers in a one bouquet. Concluding shlokas, showing his gratitude and humility. This shloka is very powerful. Shankaracharya is saying, really, I have seen you, O Lord Shiva. This is not my greatness. This is your compassion only. Out of your compassion, you showed to me. It is not my talent or my knowledge, is nothing like that. How humble, how devoted. That's what we need to see. Idam te yuktam va paramashiva jaladhe gatau tiryagrupam tava padashiro darshanadhiya hari brahmanau tau divi bhuvi charamtau shramayutau kadam shambho swamin kadhaya mama vedyosi purataha. He Shambho, O Lord Shiva, Sham karoti iti Shankaraha, Sukhaswarupudu. O Lord Shiva, O Paramashiva, because he is the all the gods of the gods. He is the one, O Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is the Paramashiva. We don't say Paramarama or Paramakrishna. Paramashiva we say. Why? Because he is the God of the gods. That's why even all the devatas are saying, you are the superior one. That's it comes in next shloka. You are the superior, supreme. Parama means supreme. Shiva, oh Lord Shiva. And then not only that, you are supreme and you are the Karunya Jalade. Means you are filled with ocean of compassion. Ocean of compassion, Karuna. That is why we have the Karuna Devi. She is all sending all the WhatsApp messages, recording everything week after week. Karuna, Karunyam, compassion. Ocean of compassion, O Lord Shiva. And then Paramashiva, Karunya Jalade, Shambho. Now we need to see Swamin. Fourth one. Shankaracharya is calling Lord Shiva. Swamin means Lord of the Lords, Lord of all the worlds, Master, Master of all the worlds. Before Paramashiva, Lord of, Master of all the Devatas, Supreme Power, Supreme Master. Now Swamin means Lord of all the worlds, Master for all the worlds. All Chaturdasha Bhuvanas, 14 worlds. So that is why, and not only that, you are ocean of compassion, O Lord Shiva. Now, what happened? Bhagavan is telling, Gatau Tiryagrupam Tava Padashiro Darshanadhiya Hari Brahmanau Tau Divi bhuvi charantau shramayutau. What happens is this Brahmaji, creator, Srishtikarta. Hari means Vishnu Bhagavan. He is the sustainer, Sthiti Karakudu. Both of them, they went around where Divi Bhuvi. Divi means a space, higher worlds. Bhuvi means below the worlds. So both of them traveled. Charantau Shramayutau. They wandered everywhere and they were very tired. Who? Brahmaji and Lord Shiva. Why they went to the top and bottom? Padashiro darshanadhiya, tava padashiro darshanadhiya. To see your head and to see your feet, O Lord Shiva, O Karunya Jalade, ocean of compassion, O Shambho, O Swamin. They wanted to see your head and then they wanted to see your lotus feet, O Lord Shiva. For that, what they did is Gatau Tirya Grupam. Shiva, Vishnu Bhagavan became like a Varaha Rupam, Tirya Grupam, and dig, and to see your feet, but he could not see it. He could not see them. And then Brahmaji, Srishtikarta, creator, wanted to see your head, Shirasu. And he became like a swan bird, Hamsa Rupam. But he could not see your head. Tava pada shiro darshanadhya. That is what their goal. But they could not achieve it. They could not see. But out of compassion, you gave me your form. I was able to see your form, O Lord Shiva. In and through all these 98 shlokas, all 100 shlokas, means Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji has seen Lord Shiva in front of him. That is how he wrote all the Shivananda Lahari Stotram, 100 shlokas. For our meditation, for our sadhana. Exactly same way, Saundarya Lahari also same thing. He saw mother. He went to Kailasam. Mother gave the permission because Shankaracharya ji is incarnation of Lord Shiva himself. Mother knows that. So that is why she appeared in front of him. Seeing her, Bhagavan wrote Saundarya Lahari, 100 shlokas of mother. For our meditation, for our jhanam, for our sadhana. Exactly like Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, we can also attain Siddhi. We can also see Mother Parvati Devi, Father Lord Shiva, Parama Shiva. For Lord Parvati Devi, Saundarya Lahari. For Shiva, this Shivananda Lahari. But both stotras, in and through, both of them are together. That is why we will see in 100th shloka. In and through, both of them are there. They are never separated. They are Prakriti and Purusha. So they are all together. Always. So that is why both of them, Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, seeing them in front of them, that he wrote all these stotras. That is why they are very, very subtle, very, very powerful, filled with bhakti, and purifies our mind, develops the devotion. Not only that, gives us the clarity of knowledge, and our intellect becomes very, very sharp. So that way we can understand everything. So that's what Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji is saying. Oh Lord Shiva, oh He Shambho, He Swamin, this is not my like greatness or my courage. Out of your compassion only, I was able to do this stotram. Because you gave me this knowledge, you showered your grace on me, which Vishnu Bhagavan and Brahmaji could not get. That ocean of compassion you showered on me. That is why I'm able to see you, and I was able to write the Shivananda Lahari Stotram. That is why Lahari means the wave of ocean. Shiva Ananda ocean. Ocean is Anandam. Karunya Jalade, compassion of Lord Shiva. Each shloka is like a wave in that ocean. So all this is your compassion only. Nothing is mine in this. You blessed me, O Lord Shiva. So that is why humbleness, gratitude, both of them are very, very important for seeker's life, in seeker's life. Humility, gratitude, forgiveness, all of them. Then purity of mind develops. So that is why even our Lalita Sahasranamam says, Bhavani 141 shloka, 142 shloka. Bhavani Bhavanagamya Bhavaranya Bhadrapriya Bhadramurtir Bhakta Saubhagyadayini Bhakti Priya Bhakti Vashya Bhakti Bhayapaha Shambhavi Sharadaraja Sharvani Sarmadayini. Bhakti Priya, mother loves bhakti, devotion. Bhakti Gamya, goal of bhakti is reach mother. Bhakti is the goal and takes us to the liberation. Bhakti Vashya, mother really surrenders to devotion alone. Even Shiva also, nothing else. We see this in Damodar Leela, even in Bhagavatam. Sri Krishna Bhagavan, seeing that Yashoda Mata's love for him, he got surrendered. Nobody can tie him up. Bhakti mat kalpalatika. Then she destroys this Bhava Aranyam, ocean of samsaram, ocean of this birth and death cycle, she destroyed. And then giver of Sharmadayini, giver of peace, giver of Anandam, giver of liberation. And Sharada Rajya means all the Sanaka Sanandana, Sanat Kumara, and even Saraswati Devi, everybody praised, everybody worshipped Mother. So that is what Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji is saying. To attain, we need bhakti alone, devotion. Through devotion, the knowledge comes. Devotion means love for Bhagavan or Bhagavati. That's all. When we have love, we'll do anything and everything. For example, in our life, we have so much love for our grandchildren, we will do anything and everything, even though we are tired. It is all our experience. Why? Because we have the love for them. So that's what Bhagavan is saying. Develop the devotion towards the Lord. Because He is an ocean of compassion. He will give everything. He is the source of everything. And He has everything, all the knowledge, all powerful. So these are all concluding shlokas, and with humility, with humbleness, Bhagavan is offering this stotram to Lord Shiva. Means Bhagavati also. That is why 100th shloka Bhagavan wrote for mother. We will see that also, because these are all three shlokas are all together. 100th shloka. स्तोत्रेणालमहं प्रवच्मि नमृषा देवा विरिञ्चादयः स्तुत्यानां गणना प्रसङ्गसमये त्वामग्रगण्यं विदुः माहात्म्याग्रविचारणप्रकरणे धानातुषस्तोमवद्धूतास्त्वां विदुरुत्तमोत्तमफलम् शम्भो भवत्सेवकाः. Hey Lord Shambho, O Lord Shiva, giver of auspiciousness and giver of Sukham, Shanti, Sham Karoti iti Shankaraha, giver of peace. Isn't it? We all want it. When we are in the world, always get agitated, always feel restlessness. Through satsang alone, we get the calm. We feel the sham, shanti. That is why week after week, day after day, we love to attend satsang. At least that 1 hour, we are connected to our true nature, which is peaceful, which is shanti. Aham vrukshasya reriva, Taittiriya Upanishad. What does that say? I am the controller, I am the ruler of this world, the samsara vruksham. So that's why now Bhagavan is telling beautiful one. What Bhagavan is saying, see all the devatas, 2 points he's saying basically. All devatas decided that you are the supreme one, O Lord Shiva. Tvam agraganyam. Among all devatas, you are the supreme one. That is why Paramashiva. In doing the stuti means praising. That is why we are seeing in Mukha Panchashati Stuti Shatakam. For Kamakshi Devi, Mukha Kavi has written Stuti, praising Lord Shiva, Lord Kamakshi Mata. That is why we are seeing the Stuti. All the devatas are with the praise, they all get pleased. That is why we do Stuti. Praise to please Bhagavan, to chant to please Bhagavan, and to develop the love and purification of our mind and develop the bhakti. All will come like a package deal. All of them, spirituality is like a package deal. It's not like a separate Tirtham, prasadam, not like that. They go hand in hand. They are like a package deal. That is why among all stuti, doing the stuti, they said, you are the first one, number one. Tvam agraganyam viduhu. They all know that. Who are they? And second point also we'll see, and then we'll come back. Who are they? Mahatmyagra vicharana prakarane. And then Srushti Sthiti Laya Samayam means Srushti means creation, Sthiti means sustenance, and then Laya means dissolution. All 3 times you are the number one. All other devatas are supporting and helping. But they are all Dhanatusha Stomavat. Example is given. All the devatas are like husk on the grain. For example, we keep the grain and we say like that. Then all the husk will fly away. Exactly, all devatas are like that. They do not have any significance. They cannot do anything. That is what great people are saying, Hey Lord Shiva, Hey Shambho. And your sevakas, bhavat sevakaha, your sevakas are saying that. Who are these? Vishnu and Brahma. Vishnu Bhagavan is the sustainer, Sthiti Karakudu. Brahmaji is the creator, Srushti Karakudu. Both of them are your sevakas. They are saying, you are the number one praiseworthy person, praiseworthy God, Agraganyam. Among all the stuti, you are the worshipful one. And not only that, even doing the actions, doing the kriya, Srushti Sthiti Laya also, you are the number one. All of them are saying that, oh Lord Shambho, because they are all your sevakas. Even to know that You do not know, you do not need to go anywhere else. Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji is declaring, Stotrenanamaham pravachmi namrusha deva virinchadayaha. Even Brahmaji and Shiva, Vishnu Bhagavan, they are all saying that you are the Agraganyam, Tvam Agraganyam. And then you are the Mahatmyagra Vicharana Prakarane. You are the Agra, number one. Even during the Srishti Sthiti Laya time also. Not only them, even this Stotram, Shivananda Lahari Stotram is also saying that, oh Lord Shiva. Even this Stuti, Shivananda Lahari Stotram is enough. Stotrena alam aham. Alam means this is enough. In the Upanishad, Shankaracharya ji says, Mandukya Upanishad is alam, not allam, ginger. Alam means enough. That is why people take up Mandukya Upanishad at the end. Even our course, our Swamiji, Swami Bodhatmananda took the Mandukya Upanishad at the end of our course, after all the Upanishads. Even though that Upanishad is very, very small, 12 karikas or 12 mantras only. Mandukya Upanishad has only 12 karikas. And then Ayamatma Brahma, that great word is there. That Ayam Atma Brahma. This Atma alone is the Brahman. Whatever is in my heart is the Brahman. It declares that great word. We have 4 of them in 4 Vedas and from 4 Upanishads. One of them is Ayam Atma Brahma. It comes in Mandukya Upanishad. That is why that Upanishad is alam, enough. But Karikas elaborately has written by Gaudapadas. Those Karikas are almost like 300, very detailed Karikas. On that, the Vidyaranya Swami, so many has written bhashyam, commentary, tika, meaning like that. That's why they discuss. This can go on 1 year, 2 years like that. So that is why alam, exactly like that Mandukya Upanishad, Shankaracharya has written alam, that only enough. Exactly this Stotram Shivananda Lahari is enough. To know this, you are the number one, Agraganyam, Tvam Agraganyam, and you are the Mahatmyagra Vicharana Prakarane. To do Stuti, you are the number one, Agraganyam. So, oh Lord Shiva, Pravachmi Namrusha. I'm not saying that lie. I do not lie. Don't think this is a lie. Mrusha. No, na Mrusha. I am telling the truth, O Lord Shiva. That is why we have to hold on to Shivananda Lahari. Why we need to hold on to Shivananda Lahari? Because this 100 shlokas, the Shivananda Lahari is enough to know about Lord Shiva, to know about Mother. So that is why Stotrena Maham Pravachmi Namrusha. I'm not saying lying, oh Lord Shiva. Namrusha, Pravachmi Namrusha. Stotrena alam aham Pravachmi Namrusha. I'm not lying. This Stotrena alam. This one stuti is enough. One stotram is enough. That is why Virinchadayaha, Brahmaji, the creator, and Stitikaraka Vishnu Bhagavan, they made you Agraganyam, Tvam Agraganyam. You are the number one. And not only that, and you are the Agra. You are the number one for doing the stutis also. So that is why that all of them are together. Both of them are together. It does not mean we leave all the other gods. That is why we say, Sham no mitra sham varunaha, Sham no bhavat varyama, Sham na indro bruhaspatihi, Sham no vishnu rurukramaha, Namo brahmane, Namaste vayo, Tvameva pratyaksham brahmasi, Om shanti shanti shanti. That's what we chant. because they are all giver of peace. Sham means peace. Peace of mind we all want. That's why we pray to Lord Shiva, Sun God, and then uh, Garutman, because he will take out the negativities. Because he swallows snakes. Garutman swallows the snakes. Snakes are representation for negativities in us. But we pray for Indra also, means for arms strength. We lift our weights and we need God's blessings also to do that. And Bruhaspati is for the intellect. And then Vishnu Bhagavan is for feet. Our feet means we need to really able to walk. Especially we in later stage of life, falling is very high in older people. Means that is why we need the strength in the feet. That's why we pray to all these gods. But in totality, Shiva is enough. Parvati Mata is enough. That is why Bhagavan Shankaracharya started this Panchayatana Puja. Very, very famous. That is why Shiva, Vishnu, Ravi, Ganeshambika. Panchayatana Puja. 5 gods. Ayatanam, take support. Who are they? First one is Shiva, Lord Shiva. And then Vishnu Bhagavan. There is no point in fighting between Shiva and Vaishnava. Panchayata Puja, Bhagavan Shankaracharya himself declared. And there is no difference also. Shiva, Vishnu, Ravi means Surya Bhagavan. That is why people offer the offerings. Pratyaksha Daivam. And Ganesha, remover of obstacles. That is why we pray to Ganesha before we start anything. Even wedding cards also, any invitation, we put the Ganesha picture. Everything has to go seamlessly, seemingly like that. With nicely. Ganesha Ambika. Ambika means mother. That is called Panchayatana Puja. Shiva, Vishnu, Surya, Ganesha and Ambika. So that is why they keep Lord Shiva, whoever they like Kuladevata, they keep in the center and then put all of them 4 directions. People do this Panchayatana Puja. Shiva, Vishnu, Surya Bhagavan, Ganesha and Ambika. And even our Lalita Panchayatana Puja in Karnoolu, our Chinmaya mission, exactly built like this. Shiva Panchayatanam, Surya Bhagavan and Ambika, and Lord Shiva is there in the center. A mother is in the center, Lalita Devi. That is why Lalita Panchayatanam it is called. Chinmaya Mission Center in Karnoolu, most beautiful center. Everybody must visit when they are going towards the Tirupati. Mother Lalita Devi is the center and 4 corners, Shiva Bhagavan and Vishnu Bhagavan and Surya and Ganesha, and like that it is built. Shiva Lalita Panchayatanam, Devalayam, temple. Built, Chinmaya Mission built. Beautiful temple. Lot of pujas are done. So much goes on. Lot of people visit also. Recently, it has built only last 5-6 years ago, but it became very famous temple. Lalita Panchayatana Devalayam temple. So with that, Bhagavan is really concluding. This stotram is enough. Same way exactly, this 100th shloka in Saundara Lahari, Bhagavan concludes very humbleness. प्रदीपज्वालाभिर्दिवसकरनीराजनविधिः सुधासूतेश्चन्द्रोपलजललवैरर्घ्यरचना स्वकीयैरम्भोभिः सलिलनिधिसौहित्यकरणम् त्वदीयाभिर्वाग्भिस्तव जननि वाचां स्तुतिरियम्. O mother, I did stuti. Whatever the speech, the devotion, everything has given by you only. All the words, I do not have anything to own. Exactly like this. I do not have anything, your grace, because you are Karunya Jalade. You are ocean of compassion, O Lord Shiva. That is why I am able to write this stotram. And this stotram is enough. And this stotram, Shiva, Soundaralahari is like giving the Nirajanam to Lord Surya Bhagavan. How insignificant it is. Lord Surya is really filled with Prakasha Swarupudu, illuminator of everything, Kanti Swarupudu. If we show the small lamp, Nirajanam, how insignificant it is. Exactly like this, Stotram is also. And then offering this Chandrama. Chandrama is the Rasa Swarupudu, filled with water, Amruta Swarupudu. Offering the water to him, Arghyam, how insignificant it is. 3 examples. Third example is and giving the oblations means tarpanas to the ocean. Ocean is filled with water, but still we offer the tarpanas. Whenever we go afternoon or morning or evening, means what it is oblations, means how insignificant it is. Exactly, I am very insignificant. You are so magnificent, O mother, O father. Out of humbleness, out of gratitude, out of devotion, with knowledge, Bhagavan is telling this. And then all these stuti, you gave me these words, this speech. Tava janani vacham, oh mother, you gave me this. That is why I was able to do this stuti. In 100th shloka, Soundaralahari also, out of humility, Shankaracharya has said that here also same way, out of your compassion alone, because you are Karunya Jaladhi, ocean of compassion, nothing is mine, everything is yours, because you are Paramashiva, Tvam Agraganyam, you are the number one among the Devatas. So that's what Shankaracharya declares in 100th shloka in Soundaralahari. And all that, how he got it, again he tells to mother, 75th shloka. And there is a small story also, and we'll take up that story also. तव स्तन्यं मन्ये धरणिधरि कन्ये हृदयतः पयःपारावारः परिहरति सारस्वतमिव दयावत्या दत्तं द्रविडशिशुरास्वाद्य तव यत् कवीनां प्रौढानाम् अजनिकमनीयः कवयिता. The reason I wrote this Shivananda Lahari or Soundara Lahari for mother and father is your compassion only, your grace only, O mother. Why? What? Tavastanyam manye dharanidhara kanye. You gave me the milk. You fed me when I was a baby. That is the Jnana Amrutam, Jnana Kshiram. It is not a regular milk you fed me. You gave me that Jnana Amrutam, Jnana Kshiram. You blessed me. And that's why your compassion alone, Dayavachya Dattam, you gave me out of your compassion alone. Here is also Lord Shiva is out of compassion. Karunya Jaladhe, ocean of compassion. Because I drank that milk, Jnana Kshiram, I was able to write these, both of them, Shivananda Lahari and Soundara Lahari. Both of them, we need to see the connection. Here also, same thing. Why there is a story? What happened is, Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, father is Shiva Guru, mother is Aryamba. Both of them are great devotees, very, very great devotees of Lord Shiva. They were very happy, kind of above middle class, they have money, everything is good, but they did not have children. They wanted a child. That's why they went to all the Shiva temples, always used to play Lord Shiva. And finally, Aryamba, the mother, became pregnant. Then she felt that day as though the Shiva's Tejas entered into her womb. And exactly, Shiva Guru also had the dream that Shiva is coming to his house. So then she conceived and she delivered a baby boy. That's why out of lovingness, the parents gave the name Shankara, because they knew this is blessing of Lord Shiva. So then Shiva, father is naturally very, very devoted, and Shiva, Shankaracharya also developed the very devotion towards Lord Shiva. And then father every day he used to go to temple and offer the milk to Lord Shiva, and then bring back this milk to Shankara. And every day he used to drink that prasadam. And when Shankara was only 3-year-old baby boy, small boy, father had to go on a trip out of town. Then he told Shankara, "Oh son, do the worship to Lord Shiva and then offer this milk." Exactly whatever father said, only 3 years Shankara did the puja and offered the milk. But mother or father Shiva did not come to drink the milk, because he knows that father offers the milk and he brings this milk to him, and then he tells son, I offered the milk to Lord Shiva and I'm giving you this milk. But no, Shiva did not come. He started crying because he was only 3 and mother appeared in front of him. And then mother asked him, why are you crying, oh Shankara? Because my father used to offer this milk and he used to drink, and my father used to bring like a prasadam rest of the milk. And then Shankara told mother, Parvati Devi, and Parvati Devi said, oh, that's all? You want me to drink the milk? Okay, no problem, I will drink the milk. And she drank the whole milk, the glass milk, full glass. Then Shankara started crying again. Then mother asked him, why are you crying? I did whatever you told me to do. I drank the milk which you offered with devotion. Then Shankara told mother, my father used to offer this milk and some he used to bring home. I used to drink that. See, now I don't have any milk to drink. You drank the whole milk. Now I need milk. Then out of compassion, Karunya Jaladhe, what mother did is, she gave her stanyam, breastfeeding. She did breastfeeding to Lord Shiva Shankara. That's what Shankaracharya is telling in 75th shloka in Saundarya Lahari. Jnana Kshiram. With that, mother gave him the jnanam, knowledge. That's why Shankara knew everything. By 8 years, he knew everything. He did not have to Ekasantagrahi. He has written Prasthanatraya Bhashyam, commentary for Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, and then all of them, everything. He wrote so many small stutis, stotrams, including from Bhajagovindam to elaborate stotras. So much Vedanta filled with devotion and knowledge. Whatever you require, seekers like us, everything he has given. Everything Shankara has given. Everything, whatever we need. That is why majority people will follow Shankaracharya's commentary. And even the commentary Bhashyam goes like a question and answers in that. Because he puts the questions and gives the answers, thinking of point of all seekers, beginning to end. Brahma Sutras, Prasthanatrayam, I told Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita and Brahma Sutras. All of them, Shankara has written commentary, Bhashyam. So all the questions get answered. But we need to have patience. That's why Shankaracharya is saying, don't worry about all that. Especially in this Kali Yuga, we do not have time to do all this. So that is why hold on to Shivananda Lahari, hold on to these 100 shlokas and chant. Even chanting is very melodious. You can sing or do the parayana. Words are very beautiful. Stotram itself reveals the meaning and gives us the develop the bhakti and purifies our mind, gives the sharp intellect, and we understand everything we can apply in our life. Slowly, slowly, each shloka takes us to liberation. Means we know who we are. Who am I? Inquiry. That is what Shivananda Lahari means. Saundara Lahari means. Both of them are together, Shiva and Parvati Mata. They are never separated, they are never inseparable. We always have to pray together. That is why even after Abhishekam also, Shiva Abhishekam, people do Kunkuma Archana for mother. Even in Sri Shailam also, they do the Sri Chakra Archana for mother. When we sponsor this Shiva Abhishekam, they do that because they are inseparable and very, very powerful because very instantaneously it gives, develop the bhakti, devotion, purity of mind, clarity of knowledge. That's all we need. And then humbleness, humility, and gratitude. That's what Shankaracharya ji is concluding. And with this, we have started long back. I don't even remember, 2 years maybe. And then we started this Shivananda Lahari Mahayajnam. And today we are
January 2025. January 9th.
25. So like 1.5 years. So like that we started. So Karunaji is helping, guiding, telling us. So with all your grace, we start with our blessings and Bhagavan's blessings, we started this. We saw very elaborately, and many of you learned chanting also. Very easy to sing, very easy to chant. Each word is very powerful. Each letter is very powerful and gives us the purity of mind, clarity of knowledge, and reveals our goal, what we need to do, what we need to hold on to it to travel this path, very difficult path, very difficult journey. And with this, today we are really going to conclude. Before Gurudev's birthday, May 8th is Gurudev's birthday. This is all our offering, especially my offering to Guru Parampara and Guru Swami Chinmayananda. Great Guru has written this Shivananda Lahari, which is written by Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya. And I am also offering this stotram to him. Whatever I understood through Guru Parampara, that's what I gave it to you. Nothing is mine. No words are mine. Whatever mistakes are mine. Whatever take-home points are Guru Paramparas and Swami Chinmayananda's. With this humility and humbleness, I'm going to conclude today, but we will see the essence of Shivananda Lahari next week. Short glimpses we are going to see. Cliff notes we are going to see next week. But with this, now I have to show my humility and humbleness to first and foremost to Chinmay Ramalaya as usual. Chinmay Ramalaya, all the committee members, board members, they gave me this opportunity. Tirelessly, they are giving me this opportunity to share that Guru Parampara knowledge. Especially all you know, Karuna Garu, very, very humble, week after week, she's sending us WhatsApp messages, recording, posting everything tirelessly she's doing. We all know that. My great pranamams to Shiva Karuna Garu and Chinmay Ramalaya committee members. And then, of course, as usual, our parents who gave this birth, through them alone, we are traveling in this path. We have at least the opportunity to get the liberation because of them only, to the parents. And then whatever we are married, went to their house. Husband's family, in-laws, their blessings only. Of course, husband, Subramanian Garu, always, whole family, and my bigger family, Chinmaya family, all of you, all of them, you really encouraging me every week. Please share your knowledge, the Guru Parampara knowledge, whatever you have learned in the course. And then always encourage me, always inspire me to teach more, to learn. That way I'm also learning. Don't think I'm teaching you, I'm learning because of you. So developing the devotion, developing the faith, more conviction, shraddha towards our shastras, scriptures, Guru Paramparas, how much they have done for us, Rishis, Devatas, all of them, because of you alone. Whoever is listening, whoever learned the chanting, all of with my humble pranams to all of you, and then we have the great gratitude towards the Guru Parampara. With this, I'm going to conclude this Shivananda Lahari Mahayajnam. That is why this is the Mahayajnam. At the end of the Mahayajnam, we have to offer our Dakshina. That is our scripture say. Don't think these are all my words. Whatever it is, we offer. There is no pressure. There is no really any kind of force. Out of love, out of really, if we learn anything, that's what our Guru says, we offer the Dakshina. It's not that how much, and it's not mandatory also. That's why all our universities also, they don't collect the Guru Parampara, they never collected the money in the beginning. Later, they were showing their appreciation towards the knowledge, they were showing their humbleness, they were showing their gratitude, everything to the scriptures and Guru. That's all. So please, these are all Guru Parampara knowledge has to continue. That is the reason. Don't feel any pressure or like anything. That's what our Gurus used to say. All the Guru Parampara, we are traveling in this path. So with this, I'm going to conclude. Om Sri Matre Namaha Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. We are offering the Shivananda Lahari Mahayajnam to lotus feet of Swami Chinmayananda, our Guru. Om Sri Matre Namaha. Hari Om.